Hey everyone, welcome to episode 5 of Knights of the Old Republic 2. It turns out that for this episode and the last one, the entire 3 hour long stream, I actually had COVID. I only learned that today when I took a test. So, yeah, that's why I'm sick the entire time. But regardless, enjoy. This is the entirety of the Handmaidens section. I mentioned in the last one I got so distracted. I thought this part would take like 5 minutes maximum. Instead, it took the majority of the. It took like 2 hours. So yeah, enjoy. But still,
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell? I mean,
this is
why did
third
they
time.
lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
This is the backstory I was
What do you mean?
explaining earlier.
We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out
Voice
of my
acting.
head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atom. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dajaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
and backstory. It's pretty good. That's obviously not the entirety of it, but still.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing.
I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why? Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here? Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as... Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait to follow Revan to war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. So when you returned, you were brought before...
Dude, that's... I know that's like the light side path, but like...
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I have kept it, so I would never forget.
Dude,
I have always
stolen.
kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order. I suspected as much. You cared nothing for the trappings of the Jedi, and you cared nothing for the Order, even on that final day you came before us. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice. So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way. Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way. Without you and the other fallen Jedi to support them, to feed their lust. I know you betrayed the Jedi teachings. All that you had been taught you threw at your feet, crushed them beneath your heel. The Jedi teachings require we examine our action.
I'm just gonna not talk for this part, just because, like, it's... I know I could be, like, a suck up and, like, get light side points and admit that I was wrong, but no, that's... As I keep mentioning that I know the plot, which is... But it's still, like, it, yeah.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite. A physical victory, perhaps, but the real victory lay in... You do not know... How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave and Malachor fight.
It's so passive. That's not even passive, that's just goading her, but fair enough.
You see shadows where there are none and hate where there is none. You are blind as always. I tire of fighting with you. So answer me. If you cannot seem to... Your ship? Ah, the Ebon...
That's not gonna work.
Ah, an accident. You have not changed.
It
Acting instead of
was.
thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi.
And everyone that was already dead.
What you have done. No, your crime is much more than that. Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across... Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life.
So, like... No. Like, I get that that's... Everything she said just then was true. But... There's fuel, and, like... That's not the only source of fuel, right? And there's you can get more.
I have not known you since you left to serve Revan in the... How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to... Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when you're... The Sith? What do you mean?
Oh, wow.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where... Paragus? What would they want there?
That's fair enough.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very... If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most... Whatever force they can bring to bear, it will matter not. If they face a true Jedi, they shall fall.
Yeah, no, that's...
We shall see. For now, the perspective on your situation has changed. I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy. You offer your aid. After turning your back, the Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is strong.
I do think that, like, to take a look at this, like, objectively and seriously, like, she's pretentious and annoying, but, like, also technically a Jedi.
Perhaps. But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. Take your ship. Seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Then I shall send you on your way.
We shall remove him, mistress. Come with us.
You know, the eyes, the are skin colored, like the same color as the skin. Do you not
Are
see?
you all
like,
right, mistress?
The exile brought up
Not how it
feelings
is, but-
best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. Did you care for him?
The Jedi have no such a thing. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy? And the day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, Mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
The Jedi as like a concept always annoyed me a little bit. Like, by definition, they're sort of just pretentious and annoying. So like, one of the reasons I like this game is that like you have the choice to agree with them or not, but you actually think, which I think is, yeah, I gave light side points to that because I did offer help. And interesting is that I'll be quiet for this part. Anyways, so two things. First, I like to the previous point. It does not give you dark side points exclusively for disagreeing with her, which like I feel like would have been. Yeah, I can go upstairs. There we go. Which I feel like would have been quite annoying. I'm glad they made like that decision that like they are not the people who use fight the force, but they're not the people who are like the developers, not the people who are objectively right in this scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like if they decided that disagreeing with her gave you dark side, siding with her gave you light side, sort of cast their own judgment onto the scenario where it didn't really need it. I mean, obviously you can choose to like attack her or whatever, which bad.
You are the exile. She said you betrayed the Jedi. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalore. Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him. I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. Yes, it is difficult sometimes. Without having seen you in a battle is a pure form.
I feel like that's an important question, but no.
Then her expressed feelings. I do not think the battle would. In battle, the words are swept away. You may. She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war.
Oh wait, no, I just.
That is not all.
Okay.
Before you go, Exile. Please.
I feel like that's the most, like, what I've, like, in Star Wars, it seemed like it's the most universal one.
I see.
Yeah, it's not light side shift because I did threaten to murder her. And I, spoiler alert, probably will when she becomes evil. It's not really that subtle, the fact that she's turning evil, but, like, That should be influence with him, right? Oh, okay. Oh, yes, it was. Again, the fact that I can have influence with a robot, right, proves the point I keep bringing up. That they should not be allowed to have feelings. That they're robots. They're designed to just do work for people. And like, if you made them like robots designed to, just be functioning members of society, give them feelings, makes sense. They are designed to just, like, not really do anything. They're just designed to, do work, basically. And I keep mentioning that they should not have feelings, but it keeps proving itself useful. Hello.
Did you find... There was something from your past here, something This woman who resides here, she did something to you once. Be warned. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could Very well. He's only sleeping.
I am sorry, General. I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the race room. This place. It looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I am, General. If you... Very well, General.
Yeah, light side influence. It's useful. So, something I forgot to mention earlier. These guys just have, like...
Do all these women look alike?
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to
If you have a reason for approaching me... You... The mist...
I'm really tempted to press that.
She leads us. We serve the Jedi, yet Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is...
Indeed.
Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the work... She predicted you would say as much. She seems...
I'll just not. Again, every time it gives me the option, I really want to press the fight button. Like, the two possibilities are like, they do the same, like, it's like an unarmed fight, who's just better, or it's a fight to the death. And I end up engaging with, like, war across everyone here. And I'm not entirely positive I want to risk it. I could save and do it, but I don't know, I don't really want to. I'm just gonna steal from all of them.
I hear you. Let me take care of this.
You might be able to hear the copyright music playing rather far away, but I don't think Torch will pick it up.
Just say
I
the
could
word.
just stay as him, but stay as and this is the last thing I believe I'll need to do, but it's sort of thought every time, so chemicals. Useful when I make immunity stuff. But for that to work, it'll take. No, it's. I'm gonna try it real quick. I just want to see what happens.
You have returned. I would welcome a chance to instruct you. Very well.
Okay, I'm glad I did that.
Before we begin, all duels between us shall be without armor of any. Your feet are not to leave the training mat. Also, this is not a fight to the death. The fight will be with hands and feet only. Also, do not call upon any Jedi tech in turn. I will not use our higher forms. Then let us.
There are actually a bunch of these. Okay. I'm not gonna just use force lightning and kill them. Okay, that's a loss.
You have fallen. Seek one of us out when...
So I can just fight them. But I also don't think I can actually just fight them without losing. So... was my actually... What's this one? I'm trying to think of a way to get stronger, right? Because once I leave, I can't come back, right? So it's a little bit confusing that, like, this is a one-time opportunity. If I can't win right now, then I won't be able to win. You know, might as well.
Why? I would welcome. Very well. Have you returned to fight? Very well. It shall be this. Then let us.
I'm not full health, but I don't think that will change anything. Good start. Not really, actually. Let's just try Flurry. Let's see if that, even being unupgraded, has better effects. I think it does. Yeah. Okay, if I could not miss.
You have fallen. Very well. It shall be then.
Wait, am I at no health? That's unfortunate. Yeah, okay.
You have fallen.
Hey everyone. So, I feel like it's not really my fault per se, but I'm just gonna sort of skip ahead because, turns out that on the it's a gauntlet of things. It ends up with you fighting 5 of the Handmaidens at once. Alright, I lost my first try. I feel like that makes sense. But the thing is, once you lose that final one, you can't do it anymore. So I had to reset. And I wasn't saving because I didn't think there was any danger of like dying or anything. So I had to start the entire thing over. So I'm just gonna skip to when I do that. Just keep in mind this is my second run through.
fallen.
And I lose.
Then you have fallen.
I was on the mat!
It shall be the same. Then
Trying to think. So, the way I won this last time was that I shot her, I failed the fight, and then I restarted it and had the other two teammates actually aggroed onto her, which is alright, nice, good hit. More damage, miss, of course. Miss again. Like, this is all RNG is the thing. That's a hit. I can just keep fighting until I eventually, because I could win if I just got lucky. Right? Like, that was very unlucky. I hit her twice.
Fallen.
you have fallen.
Yes.
You have fallen. See,
So that was close. So you saw what happened, right? It canceled out of the battle, let them aggro, and then it rejoined the battle.
have you returned? It shall then
Alright, strong start. And we fly.
This will teach you.
Honestly, maybe normal attacks. Now, here's what I do.
you have fallen. Very. It sh- then
There we go, there it
You
is.
have
There it is, I figured it out. I figured it out.
It shall then
Did you heal forehand?
you have fallen.
It's not easy. I can do it though.
You have fallen.
Oh, okay.
There. It- Seek one.
Dude. Yes. There we go. Okay. Now we just use
I
master
say the word.
Okay. Power of cheating always wins.
Have you returned to? Very well. Our next battle. You may
There we
choose
go.
hands and feet. Seek one of.
Okay. That's first stage cheating my way through. Alright. Excuse me. Again, this will. So that's step one completed.
Have you returned? You may choose hands and feet. Then
So easy. So with this sword, I also need to upgrade the sword. Now, will it let me do this again? Yes, it will. This should be easy victory. Because I've got the armor on the sword. Maybe not. Okay.
you have succeeded.
I succeeded.
Very. Our next battle. You may choose.
Okay, wait, never mind.
Seek one.
So I'm going to go to the...
What is it?
Let's just heal. Are you fighting? No, okay. That first battle, honestly, the first battle is most difficult in my opinion. I'm confident I can beat that last battle against the 5 of them, but it's so annoying that it only takes one try. That you only have one try. Now, I can probably win. I can almost certainly win. Let me just place that in real quick.
I hear you.
Melee. Bam. Boop. And that. Now back as your boy. Upgrade. Bible sword. Bam. Boot up. Beat up. Okay. Did I actually upgrade it or did I cancel out of it? I canceled out of it. This next little bludgeoning damage. Not the most useful, but actually that's pretty good, honestly. Now for this armor, yeah, okay. So this, fire. But this, the Dire Steel Underlay is still carrying it. It's against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Very, very useful. Especially in a melee only fight like this. And I, again, super confident I can win this battle, and then the one after that. The one after that's even easier. I'm almost exclusively using force abilities. Now, what would be helpful is any area of effect abilities.
Have you returned? Oh,
This should be a win. Upgraded sword. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. You got this. That's like the worst luck possible. There, see, one hit and I do almost half a health. Well, maybe not that one, but
you have fought.
yeah. So I can win that one without cheating.
What is it?
Have you returned? You may. Then.
So I'm not entirely sure if it's meant to let me wear this armor, but it does, so. I always hit the first hit for some reason. So actually, that gives me an idea. So can I... I'll do that. Okay, no, that won't work. Take one more hit.
You have fallen.
Again, that's very winnable. That's a long string. This is almost exclusively doing this Handmaiden battle circle.
You then.
Critical strike. Like, come on. There we go, that's a hit. It's quarter health. like a few hits in a row would be helpful. A few hits period would be helpful. Like, look at that. I got 2 hits the entire fight. And I'm using master critical strikes.
Have you returned?
I got speed.
Oh, you...
Excuse me. Thank you. I have neck hurts. Slow down weirdly. I feel like this is probably the most helpful one. Ooh, those can be pretty good. I think for this fight, just dexterity and wisdom, more so in terms of dexterity.
You have fought. There. You... Then...
Oh, it keeps those. Yeah, if someone, like, I'm barely getting through these. Well, I'm not really getting through these. It takes a lot of luck. And, like, look at this bullcrap. I do more damage.
You have fallen. Seek...
The first one, like, I only got through the first one by just cheating. And having my allies just kill them. I used guns.
You may choose then...
Let's just try dual wielding real quick. Let's just see how that ends up. Okay, I missed twice as much.
This will teach you.
Yeah, okay. I'm somehow not surprised. Maybe we don't need the second one.
What is it?
Have you returned?
Obviously, we start every battle by doing this. Good first hit, good first hit. There we go. This is okay. There, look at that damage. I hit like a few times, and I just win. Like, maybe not actually. Maybe not. I need two more hits. There we go. That's one. One more hit. One more hit. I can. One more. There we go.
You have. Very well. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapon. In turn, I seek.
Yes.
Alright. I will heal. I have some ideas to beat the 1v5. So idea number one, just to think in preparation. I'm gonna save real quick though. Idea number one is well, I don't know if I have any area of effect for spells. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna run past two people behind. I'm gonna wait a second, I'm gonna run past two people behind me. I'm gonna try to zap them all at once. I don't want them surround. Maybe I think I run past the three people ahead of me. Turn around, zap them all at once. I can hit them all in 2 or 3 good lightning strikes. And although it will take a couple tries, so I'll have to reload saves a bunch.
Have you returned? There. Our in. Then let us.
Yeah, see this? Like, I can just do whatever and I just win by doing this. Like, look. Okay, that was a save. See, this doesn't miss is the thing.
You know much of melee. There is nothing more that we. If that is, we shall see how you use whatever I seek.
Alright.
Have you returned?
Also, this will be useful.
If we use what?
Help.
That.
I do not still have speed. As my other idea was also cheating. Well, okay, this is going well. They've saved a bunch.
This will teach you.
Not great.
This will teach you.
You have.
I could have gotten a little luckier.
I hear you.
Again, I have my entire party, and it's a 5v3 different story. But I don't, so whatever. I'm gonna let that my force power fill up. I almost call it mana. Don't really say anything. I'll let that fill to the top, and I'm going to win. That's probably good enough.
Have you returned? There is nothing more that we.
Oh my god.
If that is,
Oh,
we
wait,
shall
okay.
see. Use that.
I thought you said there's nothing more to be gained from fighting. That wouldn't let me continue fighting. As much zapping as I can. Ideally, they don't save as often. Dude, they've saved every single one. That's one down. Come on. Yeah, walk out. There we go, easy.
You are a strong opponent. One does not sweat. Then our last.
Okay. So I'm gonna heal and I'm gonna
hear you.
save. Now, this is such an annoying thing that you can't retry. Maybe I'm completely brain dead and I could retry. I just didn't see the option. But I don't think so. Speed. Shoot, right?
You are. One does not. Then our last. Very.
Alright, so. Not great start. That's not good. Let's test this out. Okay. That's not that bad. We hit like almost all of them at once.
This will teach you.
We knew you were no man. Our battle is done.
Reload game. I tried before I did that. So
You are a...
we immediately pause, put on the armor. Yeah. Oh wait, I got all 4 of them. I got all 4 of them. Heal, heal, heal.
There shall be no more matches.
Let's
no more
go.
Challenges.
That's a win. Look at that.
There shall be no... There is much we have learned from you. If we meet on the field of
That's
battle,
not a good omen.
we shall be prepared.
Hell yes. Great. Okay. We save. See, honestly, last battle was pretty easy. I said to run around, zap them all, and then go around. Oh, you know what I did? I was confused about why that last person died. They stepped outside of the map. They had to walk around people in the pathfinder and put them outside of the map. That's good. That's awesome. That's a victory for us. This stream's almost 3 hours long. So I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna just leave the planet first, get back on the Ebon Hawk, and head out. I spent so much time doing that, but yeah. So that was the Handmaidens battle. Nice. Yes. And again, you read that.
A disturbance in the force. It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly, yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe.
I feel like I'm supposed to be seeing something. But, huh.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath. Her reasons are unknown to me. But I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
Yeah, the handmaiden that I talked to earlier, the one who asked about the Force, clearly Force sensitive.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn Sky until we see lines.
I'm gonna assume Sky was a drug in that scenario. I mean, I know it's not, but I just think it's funny like that.
What is the machine? We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
So we need you to shower and condition and shampoo your hair so that maybe we can just brush it up. Because if we don't, you'll just do it now.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out. And so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
That's
You are
jacking a
exiled,
bit.
and you are Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there. More like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against the Mandalorians.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and
She
in the
reused
Force.
the line.
It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths would leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Assholes.
Those Jedi
It
sure
was
like their
not
secrets,
at all
don't they?
necessary. They could have just told me.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Her words are... I'm for the first time realizing that what she's saying makes a lot of sense with her motivation at the end. I'm not going to explain it just yet. I did so spoil it. Freya was Revan's teacher. I think. Like 90%. I'm like 80% sure. Okay, it was a bad time to walk in.
Those are Atris's records you have...
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you.
Well, we don't want your help.
It is just me, and I am doing this. I think the strength of the enemy is
Indeed. But of course, I have had enough of this.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my... If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her...
The cargo hold is enough. It is no matter, but thank you for your kindness.
And I don't know why unarmed fighting is at all necessary in any game.
General, is there a...
Did you not see it?
That's not your lightsaber anymore. You could build another one if you wanted to, but you know that. I never said you were, but I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. I think I can help you out there. We need a power cell.
I got one. I think it's the Matrix.
Lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common. Though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable. All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances.
Sword.
I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well... What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior. I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to... Good.
Did I just agree to have a memory wiped?
You wouldn't guess it from the outside. I'll bet. I'm all done with you.
Okay, yeah, no, that's all I did was just fix this. Like, whatever. Just like chassis or whatever. What's the cargo hold? Oh, I have a remote. That's the real main character.
Hey. You look like you've been standing too close to one of my Whoa. Claws out.
Ah, I think it's fine. So... yeah, I can just do that as many times I want, but I don't know how it's... So that's just repair, which I don't upgrade much.
Yes, your features. There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters.
Ichani, that's how it's
It comes
pronounced.
to you with ease. It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see. You may have... We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the Handmaidens. I am the last of the Handmaidens. This is correct. That is not entirely correct. Perhaps, once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand.
Oh, I know what you mean.
There is
Force.
much knowledge on Telos, and only one of... There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms. Atris has already preserved it. What I wonder is, if the Jedi teach... There is much in there. I know your meaning, but I have not. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression. It was to the Jedi traitor. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing. He spoke through battle and tactics, in a way one could never do in words. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that fun. Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malik the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange. And you may have. I honor the face of my mother. It is not something usually spoken of in the company of... I do not wish to discuss it.
Fair enough.
There is no need to apologize. You were mere...
Again, light side points.
Yes?
That's...
Training is something reserved for certain... I do not understand how you and Atris fight. All Ichani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does... It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language. As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body, it is not something that can be described. Let us do... Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our Very well. I shall match my movement.
I just beat 5 handmaids at once. I think I can handle 1. Maybe not.
This
Maybe,
will teach you.
I regret saying... No, I don't. I'm great. I don't know how they're stunned, but I'm great. I feel like that's the main takeaway here. Look how cool I am. I defeat all the handmaids and I'm gonna kill one with the fork. No, I'm not. Well, okay. I don't know what's stunning
you fought
them.
well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style, but before you go, why did you go back? Face trial. I see. It was always something I was curious about.
There you go, influence gained. So that's the main point of that. Let me put this back on. Yeah, so the Handmaid's whole story is just, it's obvious that they have the Force. It's not subtle, really.
How many more do we intend to... Then prepare for an arc. They will follow you because you are a leader.
Their kind.
Do not cloak one word within another. Bold for friends. And when the years settle upon you, you will No, I am not blind.
No.
I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when... I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will not move others. I speak with the passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Watch them carefully. See their patterns, and Good. And then that was Revan's way, I believe. It was a discussion, perhaps.
Influence failure. Dang, I tried to get influence lost.
Do not let the higher mystery. I have seen you display many acts. Even if it weakens those you help. Even if you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting. And it... then you... From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel. So you may think. But it will be best to strike first.
There we go, influence lost.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep talking to it. So, talking to Kreia is probably one of the most useful people to talk to, because they are the most powerful force wielder that you will have to talk to. I mean, just spoiler alert, the hooded old lady who was dead at the beginning that's back, and who was Revan's teacher, is hiding secrets.
Very well. Very well. I confess its nature. It seems that at times...
Oh yeah, I talked about this.
There is nothing wrong with... I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
I know she just explicitly said she didn't need to be her eyes to be healed, but I know.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. But that is a lesson for another time. There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the... Do you think to turn her from Atris's will? If so, but I will abide her presence. Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use, do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them. If that is your opinion, it is noted.
Yeah, there we go. Light side and influence lost. I'm just gonna keep bullying her until she tells me what I need.
Then does it matter?
I already asked about this. Yeah.
Or what? Shall you kill me? Is that...
Yeah, wow.
That is enough. Ask. Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic?
Full success.
But to make officers turn on their own... And where did these Sith teachings come from? Oh, did they? No. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How...
So, in case you don't, I feel like I should probably explain this earlier. Revan was the main character of the first game. His whole plot was that he was a Jedi. He turned from the Jedi to help stop the Mandalorians, who were like ravaging across the outer rim and killing like billions of people. So he betrayed the Jedi, amassed an army to stop them, and then when essentially the Jedi Council tried to do what they did to him, or what they did to my guy, what they did to him, and like exile him, like kill him. A lot of them wanted to kill him. So he ended up starting a Jedi Civil War, in which case he vanished, and at the start of the next game, basically the same thing happened. He woke up with no memory of what he had. The Jedi, they captured him, and instead of killing him, they decided to wipe his memory so he could help them. Because he was obviously very powerful. So they wiped his memory, and then that's where the next game starts. He has no memory of who he was, and it's like the mystery of who he was discovered over time, but he knew he was like a Jedi and stuff.
Not a one, but we shall see where our journey takes us, I think.
Oh, Cryo, let me bully you.
I misspoke before, and I do... Ask. I know of them, yes. Combined, united against the Jedi, they command legions of Sith. But above these legions there are 3 who must be stopped. As long as any one bathes in pain, feeds on sustenance. The other has ceased being a living being, so consumed by hunger that he has forgotten his own flesh. And the last is a creature of betrayals. For without such things there is no hope.
Yeah, the one who betrays in pain, that's Scion. Consumed by hunger, that is Dark Nihilus. And the last one is... I'm not going to spoil it.
Yes, of pain he has learned much. Like the others, he was spawned by the horrors of the... Even now she is difficult to see. She must remain hidden for now until the time is right. If not, then all our efforts will be for nothing. In this you must trust me. If she is exposed too soon, then this war will...
Okay, so, I did not think it was her, by the way. Now I do. I thought it was someone completely different. But this is either Vera, who is a Sith assassin, or it's almost so clearly her at this point.
Ask.
But it's not really a secret that she is. Like, gonna be important. Very important. But, me. But her motivation is a really cool thing about the character. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk to the people I need to. Whoops. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What else do I need for that? Yeah, chest and frog. I know I actually had to get, but both of those are. Both of those are easy to get, so.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Alright?
Okay, well, it's Bazak only.
Alright, but...
Well, no, I won. That's a loss. Yeah. Easy enough. Anyways, I'm gonna exit now, and I'll see you all later. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it soon. So yeah, that was episode 5 of the Knights of the Old Republic 2. It's pretty fun. Yeah, actually I had no idea that that's what it meant by the Handmaid's Battle Circle. I thought it was the, like, when I fought the, Handmaid character. So, I mean, now I know, I guess. So yeah, that was fun. Although, it's a little annoying I couldn't, like, come back to it at a later time, but, I don't know. Still, I ended up doing it, and, yeah, thank you for watching.